Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. Got an exciting show planned for today. This may well be, I think I've done 556 videos. This may well be one of the top 10 most exciting shows I've ever done. I'm going to have to, I've got those long branches from my oak tree out in front of the golf cart garage door, and I've got to cut them into 4-foot segments and then put them out to the curb for the trash collectors to take tomorrow morning. Now, they used to have like a brush and leaves and shrubbery day. I think that was Wednesday morning, but they don't do that anymore. The trash collectors pick up your shrubbery and your sticks and your leaves and all kinds of things like that. So I'll be working on that for this exciting episode of Richard Mabey Presents. It's Thursday, October 27th, 2022. I might put this up tonight, but I got the old Mad Magazine shirt on, and there he is, Alfred E. Newman. I used to have a Mad Magazine hat, and I don't know what happened. And I remember in Lincoln Park, I had a Mad Magazine hat, I have no idea what happened to it. Got the old Lincoln Park hat on, so I don't have a Mad Magazine hat, but I got a Lincoln Park hat. But on my breaks, wait till you see this. This is rare. No, this isn't rare. This is super duper rare. Mad Magazine number 72 from July 1962, the 10th anniversary issue. Mad Magazine came out in July 1952. There it is. Now here's the funny thing. In 62, 59, 60, 61, July of 62, I just finished 3rd grade. But I did not buy this Mad Magazine. My dad used to read and collect Mad Magazine. And then it was in 4th grade, which would be September of 62. September of 62, I started buying Mad Magazine myself at Moe's Sweet Shop, and it was only a quarter then. There it is, 25 cents, cheap. Then I think in 60, don't quote me, but I think it was in 65 it went to 30 cents. Then in 68, I was in high school. I was in my sophomore year of high school, it went to 35 cents. Which doesn't sound like much, but most kids got a quarter a week allowance. By high school, I had a little lawnmower business in the neighborhood. Here, there it is. Yes, the other day, I went over the Action Comics comic book. And I decided, why not just put it on my background? Like have little milestones representing old shows in the background. I said, why not? It sounds like a cool idea. So, nothing like water. You have iced tea, soda, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. Nothing like water. I love water. So, without further ado, I shall begin my day of hard labor. Here we go. So, YouTube friends, here's the task at hand. I have to cut up these branches here into 4-foot segments, saw them up, and there's my oak tree, my beautiful oak tree with very spacious area underneath it to walk around. So that's my task at hand for today. Cut up these branches into 4-foot segments. I have my 3 saws here, and I think I'm going to use all 3 of them in the process of cutting up the branches into 4-foot segments. Yeah, I'm going to use all 3 of them. You know, alternate between them. I had just began setting up a little workstation to saw the sticks into 4-foot segments, and it just started raining. You can see the rain hitting the bird bath. So needless to say, I'm really bummed out about that. There's my purple flower in the background. It's doing really well. It's doing really, really well. Just all at once, it came up by itself. It sprang up. But I really don't feel like working in the rain. Maybe if I bring these 2 buckets, bring them into the garage, I can get a little bit more work done on that, on sewing these up. And then I got my poncho. I can put my poncho on. I hate to lose a day on. I don't want to leave it because tomorrow is when they collect the trash, which means I'd have to leave that out till Monday. Yeah, Monday. No, till Tuesday morning. And I don't think that's going to go over too well with the neighbors. So what I'm going to do is take these 2 buckets, bring them into the garage, and sew them up here in the garage. You can see it's raining pretty good now. So that's the plan. Drag these 2 buckets into the garage and saw the branches into 4-foot segments. Yeah, that's the plan. So, YouTube friends, it's really pouring out. But my battle plan is I put my poncho on, and I'll go out and get 1 or 2 branches, bring them into the garage, and then saw them up into 4-foot segments. I brought the orange. Oh, that's got to reverse it here. Let me reverse this here. Coming down here, and it saves on editing. So I brought the orange buckets in. Here's my my measuring, my power tape for measuring the 4-foot segments. It's 16 feet long. I think I'll be in good shape for that. But you can see it's really pouring out now. So I'm not going to let the rain stop me. You see on the bird bath, it's really coming down. It's coming down pretty good. So I'm just not going to let that affect me. I got a job to do, and I'm going to get it done. I'm determined. So, YouTube friends, this is going to be a little more slow going than I had planned if I was outside in the driveway. But that's okay, because the main thing is the job gets done. Now, the odds are 10 million to 1. This branch here is exactly 4 feet. So I'm going to cut off all these. What I want to have it so that when the... I'm not being chauvinist, it's all men that work in the, that collect the trash. So when the men come, they don't have to, you know, hurt themselves with it. I got a little box here, I'm throwing the extra sticks in. So I want to make it easy on them. And so now that, I'm cutting off all these little twigs. It's a little time consuming, but this way, you know, and if I have some string somewhere in one of my tubs, and I'm going to if I find my string, I'm going to tie it up and put a little handle, you know, like make a little handle on the string. So I got, here we go, number one, it's branch number one. A little time consuming, but it's pouring out. So I put my Horizon communications hat on from when I worked at the ad agency. So it's gonna be a little time consuming. I'm not gonna show every branch, so it might get a little boring. I know you're used to having a little more exciting, fast-paced videos when you watch my videos. So I don't want to bore you too much, you know, by each one, you know, showing you, breaking up each one. So YouTube friends, it's really pouring out there. I just got branch number 2. As I say, I think maybe this will be the last branch that I show breaking up, and then the thicker branches that I you know, need to saw. But you know, part of my goal when I started my YouTube channel is to make it educational. So I'll take off these, you know, the side branches, and also I thank Sonia for telling me that you can get these bands, these little bands, from Amazon. So my sister was kind enough to order one for me. So that'll be coming hopefully today or tomorrow. So I can get rid of this Scotch tape thing here. Let me show it close up here. See, I'm using the piece of tape here. But the band's going to come today or tomorrow, and I might do a video on you know, how to put that on. You know, that'll make a good video. So I always try to make these videos as exciting as possible. Now right now I'm breaking off the branches. I hate the thought of that the trash collectors come and they have all these other branches. You know, I just want one main branch, 4 feet long. Now I measured this one. It's 4 feet 6 inches, but I'm not going to sweat it. I mean, the general spirit of the law, or the ruling, or the ordinance, whatever it is 4 feet. So, you know, that's the, well, maybe or maybe if I take this a little bit off, it'll just be 4 feet. That's where I measured it, 4 feet right there at that point. So, so I got another stick, 4 feet long. So I only got about 30 more to do. So that'll really bore you to tears. So I'm gonna wait till I get the really thick branches that have to be sawed, and then I'll show you how I'm sawing them. So that'll be fun and exciting. As I said, I try to keep the videos as fun and exciting as possible. So it's really pouring out here. So YouTube friends, I had a little change in philosophy here. What I had planned on sawing all, but I used my clipper. This is garage item number 77, and this was a good 6 feet long. So what I did is I used the clipper and divided it up into, these are about 2 foot segments. So it's just a matter of finding my string and tying it up. You know, I want to make it as easy for the trash collectors as possible. So I had to change my philosophy midstream. Sometimes when you're working on a project, you have to change your philosophy or your mode or how you're doing it midstream, you know, to adapt. So, you know, as I say, these principles can be applied in business, in artistic and creative endeavors. You know, you set out, you say, this is how I'm going to do it. Halfway through the project, you realize you got to, you know, give a little, change your modus operandi. So as I say, you know, I try to make these videotapes fun and educational and exciting too, you know. So, be right back. So, YouTube friends, A, it stopped raining, and B, I did about 9 or 10 of the branches into 4-foot segments, either using the cutter, the heavy-duty cutter, branch cutter, or sawing them. And so anyway, and I just finished about 2 minutes ago, brought them all down to the curb. I still have a lot to do, but I still have to take a little break. And I was reading my the Mad magazine here. They got this cute little thing in the back, doggy train. It's pretty funny, doggy train. And at 6:01 p.m. they feed the dog, so it has some kind of a nutrition thing or chemical reaction. And here he is at 6:02. He's got his lead. He wants to go out. No delay. And it says here, world's only dog food that regulates your doggy, right? And it's in bowl. It goes bow wow. So, I love these old Mad magazines. This is before. In 1962, they did not yet start the Mad Fold-In, so they did an ad for some merchandise. This is a record, and these were actually sold at record stores. This is I don't know if this is this is a full blown album, 12 songs, goofy kind of things. I wish I had bought that album, but what did I know? I was only in 3rd grade at the time. Whew. Tired. They want 400 clams, $400 to trim my oak tree. One of the, I don't know what you'd call it. They're not lawn maintenance. They're not lawnmower guys. They just concentrate on trees and hedges. They wanted $450, $450. Could you imagine? I mean, they worked for about 2 hours. Granted that they had 3 or 4 men, but going through just now, going through one of my tubs, I found this pic. My dad got an award for being a World War II veteran, and I kind of like this picture. It's got the big American flag. This is from Lincoln Park in the big Civic Center, the big auditorium. And there's my dad right there. And that's my dad's cousin, also my cousin, Delbert McNeil. And you can see the award there that my dad and Delbert got for being World War II veterans. It was kind of nice. I just found these pictures just now, going through the tubs. So these are the actual awards here. That's the ribbon. And here's another photo of my dad and my cousin Delbert. Kind of nice to have. So if I find these pictures and little mementos, I like to share them with my YouTube friends. Well, take one more sip here. It's back to work for this guy. So I'm gonna, I forget what they say. Back to the coal mine, back to the mines, back to the mine shafts, something like that. So anyway, back to the salt mines. Back to the salt mines for this guy. So without further ado, here we go. Back to work. So YouTube friends, I'm back on the job, and this branch here is really long and has a lot of side branches on it that I have to cut off. I cut it off from a main branch with my it's kind of like cable cutter thing. this, and this is garage tool number 79. I don't know if you see it plain enough. Garage tool 79, and I've got to put my name. I think I'm going to put my name on this side too. But I'm going to cut off. Now this is for like really heavy duty branches. So I got my snipper here. Garage tool number 77. So I'm going to start trimming off some of these here. And put those to the side. I can't wait till I get my new watch bracket, either today or tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I have 360 subscribers now, and I wouldn't mind having more. So I think I'm trying to get this cut to now I'm going to use the heavy duty one. So I got this branch right here, this branch here, I need to cut that, trim that off. So I got the heavy duty cable cutter. It's tough to get in there. And got it. See, the other snipper would take forever. I put this one. It's quite a. That in itself is a long branch, you know. So I'll cut that in half. It's time consuming when you trim a tree. If you have the tree people come, they usually bring a truck, like a pickup truck or something, and they put it all in for you. But I'm doing this all myself pretty much. So I'm going to, right here, I'm going to cut this branch here off. I'm going to use the cable cutter again. I wish I had like a 2-camera system. I had like a camera above. That would be really neat. Maybe down the line. So I snip that. And this is like maybe, yeah, this is 4 feet. So, and then right, I think I'm going to cut, well, let me see here. From here to here, right to here is 4 feet, so I can do that. So I'll cut it right there. So it's a slow process. And got this branch here. So these I can just do by hand. I don't want to have all these branches in the way for the trash collectors. I gotta move my snippers here. I have a box here, and I'm just putting the box here, and I'm just putting the twigs in. I was gonna just throw them on the ground, but then I said I gotta pick them up again, and that's kind of silly. Very time consuming, and back when I lived in Lincoln Park, we really never trimmed the tree. You just let it get wild. Nobody, because it wasn't like you didn't have the what do you call it, the HOA and the covenants and the referendums and all that. So I got this stick here, and that's just 4 feet. That's just, leave it on, that's just 4 feet. So that's good. So I'm going to do about another 8 or 9 branches. It'll get a little boring to show you each one. So I'm going to sign off for now and be back in just a little bit. So, YouTube friends, I have between this branch and the last branch that I videotaped, I did about 7 or 8 branches, and I said, why not do another one? And this one here, I'll take off this leafy section here and here. Some of these I can just, let me see if I just break, yeah, I can just break these off here. I'm gonna move my heavy duty cable cutter. Yeah, these I'm just able to break off. Now that I'm gonna have to use the snippers. That one, very time consuming. When I lived in Lincoln Park, even when we did trim a tree, we had a lot of woods behind us, so you would just take the huge limbs and drag them down to the woods. You know, that was that. So this is time consuming. But I don't like the idea of just having them, you know, it's not fair to the trash collectors that they always get quite a few the little branches too in the box. It's not fair at all. That one doesn't cut too. You know, cut. Let's snip these. So I get this one. Now these, I don't have to snip these. So yeah, I wish I had. I actually need a 2-camera system. Put a camera up here from above down. But that's down the road. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I appreciate it very much. I have about 360 subscribers. You then you need a big cable cutter. When you get 1,000 subscribers, that's when you start making. You know, you start. It's profitable, but it's a long process. Oh, got that one easy. So I got a nice. Just put that right. The 4 foot. Let me see if that's 4 foot. From here to here is 3, just shy of 4 foot. So it's good. Put that right. Put that one right on the curb. So, so I've done about, I don't know, maybe 25. No, maybe about, maybe 20, 22 of these. So I think bring this one down to the curb and maybe take a little break. So YouTube friends, I guess I've done about 25 branches, you know, cut them off, cut off the side branches. So I got quite a stack of branches, each, you know, in 4-foot segments at the end of my driveway. I'm kind of tired. I'm about 75% of the way through all the branches. It's about 2:45 now in the afternoon. I went through one. My sister and I are thinking about having a garage sale. We haven't had a garage sale in about a year. I'm losing my voice. I'm just tired. Excuse me. So I just took 5 minutes and went through one of my tubs, plastic tubs, and I found this book. Your Body Can Heal Itself. over 87 foods everyone should eat. So I'm going to start reading this book again. I read this book. It's been a while. Maybe I haven't read this book in about, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years, but I'm going to start reading this book again. I forget, please excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I forget to ask, I could sing like Rod Stewart right now. I forget to ask, please hit the like button. And now the new thing in YouTube is they count the number of comments you got. But if you leave a comment, please say something nice. It's like, it's just like, it's just nice to get nice comments, And forgive me if I don't answer, if I don't get right back to answering the comments. I just got other things going on, and I apologize for that. So, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. So, it was just nice to have a little break for 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. But I'm going to go back to work now. And it's just mundane work. Sawing I can't set the camera outside. It stopped raining, but people are outside and driving by. And the neighbors think I'm a little nutty as it is. Without filming myself sawing a branch, what am I going to do? So I'm back to work. I'm going back to work right now. So YouTube friends, I've got this branch here that I need to saw off. So that branch here, this branch here. So I wanted to show some action clips of me sawing. So here we go. That's a tough thing here. Using the old bow saw. I think maybe if I change the saws, it might be better. Well, let me try a little bit more with the bow saw. All right, I'm going to try another saw. Be right back. It only looks easy. All right, I changed my saw, so that might make it a little easier. Can't even get in the, oh, there it goes. A little tougher. Yeah, this saw's tough. Oh, there it goes. Saw's a little bit better. Getting through a little quicker. Must be a sharper saw. Should get through this in about a minute or two. There it is. Got it. The little saw. It's a Mabey 27 saw. So I'm glad to get. That's a major thing. Getting through this limb. So be right back. Be right back. So at any rate, here's all of the tools I've been using. The snippers and saws, and this is the big granddaddy snipper. I still have this huge branch to saw up. I don't know if I'll get to that today. I'm getting pretty tired. I'm getting pretty winded. I still have some of these smaller ones to do here. A lot of acorns. I gotta sweep up the acorns, but I may let the acorns go, sweep them up tomorrow. No time like tomorrow. So I have, let me see how many more I have to do. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the big granddaddy 7, So it's now 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been working on this through the rain and everything else. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work on this right now. So, YouTube friends, I've got pretty much everything cleaned up. I forgot to take a video of the big stack of branches and twigs I have at the end of the driveway. I just totally forgot about it. I came in to get a glass of water and just a little bit of iced tea. So I'm going to close. I'm really tired right now. I'm really tired. But I didn't sew up the granddaddy branch yet. I still have that to do. So I'll do that. Today's Thursday. I'll do that maybe Saturday. I give myself a day of rest. So without further ado, I'll sign off. Please hit the like button even if you didn't like this video. And please subscribe. Please subscribe. I appreciate it very much. So I'm going to sign off. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay positive. This is Richard Mabey signing off.